You do or whatever. And I said, okay. So I got inspiration by this, by doing this. I was really inspired about a month ago when I went to Dinah Shore, and I heard the three sisters talking about being creative, and they were talking about their writing and different things they did. And I was back there at that time, and I knew those sisters. I know those sisters, Alexis, Jules, and Dorothy, talking about their artwork, I mean their poetry, and Gap Tooth Girlfriend and all that. So I decided to share some of my experiences, how I found my kinfolk common spirits. And this was in '94, I believe. I've always had a love for the gourd, which is
Is this the Irving?
yes,
Where, over here?
which these are the gourds here. And some people call them calabash, and they grow they don't grow on trees; they grow like a vine. And so I don't know if I don't know if you can eat these or whatever, but there's a whole a yard or orchard where they come from. People make instruments out of these, which I did bring an instrument that I made with some other stuff. So anyway, so this is what the gourd looks like. If people want to touch it, they can. It's right here. So, so I've been taking courses in New York, learning how to just find, my artwork, find my some things that I like. I'm very creative, and I wanted to learn how to make some of these. This is called a shaker which is actually, made from a gourd, where you cut the tops off, and you have to kind of put your hand in and sort of get the meat, if you will, out of it, so you can have a solid sound out of it. Uh, some people play with it without the beads, and this whole thing is called the skirt, which I learned how to make, but now this one was made, but it's not. I need to have more room in the skirt so it gets flexible, which this is not, but this is my first one I made. So anyway, it was way back in '87 or something. Anyway, so I was learning how to make these, and I was making them for a while before people decorated and learn how to play these, and so this is one thing you can make from a gourd. So, so then as I was making these calabash, checkerets actually, I was cutting off the tops and just keeping them. Didn't know really what to do with them. Uh, so I had them in a bag like this is a small calabash. And I just kept the tops. I didn't know what to do. I had a whole bag and box of these. And then one day I was fooling with some paper mache, and I just put the whole concept together. And this was one of my made this one in '94. This is the third one I made. And when I made this one, it's called the Wizard. When I made the Wizard, it sort of scared me because it was so powerful. I didn't know what to do with it. So some people may say, "Oh, this thing is ugly," but it's really anything you make is not ugly. It comes from your soul. So this is called the Wizard. Pass some of these around. And so I kept going with this whole line of work, and then I started having my shows in New York, and we're very successful. My first show, I sold like maybe 60 or 70% of my work that first show, and it was exciting. So I was just making more work and just making more faces, and some are like. And I got the whole line of calling I call them kinfolk and common spirits. Kinfolk look like you and I. The common spirits look like other things I come up with that have eyes and noses. So, like for instance, this is Keisha. I use everyone. I made Keisha here, and Keisha has these are what do you call these pipe cleaners, and so I dipped it in paint and here she is. So there's Keisha there. And I didn't bring too many kinfolks. I brought another one that I made. This one is okay. I still like anything I make. I don't say it's. I made this one because it has the big eyes. I made this for little kids' room. Like I have a whole series that a family bought a whole series for me of little faces like this with the big eyes, boys and girls, so they could put them in their room and tell stories. So and I've done shows where a person has showed their work and they're telling a story, and I'm showing my faces. So that's another thing. Now I have an idea of trying to get into puppets, where I'm going to be making these. I haven't done it yet, but that's my next kind of thing I'm going to start looking at. This is like common spirit. It's sort of like when I was making it, it just came out of me. I was just going on with it and just kept going with the pieces, building on it to see how it was going to turn out. And so as I got here, I said, well, this looks like a butterfly. So I was going to call it butterfly. So my publicist at the time, she says, name your pieces with some meat. Just don't name it like butterfly, square face. That's what I would name my pieces at first. So then I looked up the word butterfly because it reminds me of butterflies. And they have a butterfly called buckeye. That's the type of butterfly. I don't know, but it has sort of big eyes or whatever. So as I made the eyes, the B for true in the piece, this is how I came up with this name. So what else? So one day I was sitting with a piece of gourd and I just wanted to see what it would do. So I broke it and threw it on the floor, and however it came out, that's how I was going to create. So this is called scattered fragrances. Scattered fragments. It's just fragments of gourds, and I just sort of build around that. One day I had a gourd, I just had it. It was kind of a small gourd, and I just turned it sideways just to see how it would look, and how this came out. So. And this one here, I left the gourd just natural, and I sort of just build around it. Like I put some coconut oil on it and just sort of get the sort of natural color off the gourd, and just sort of work with this. This piece is called Female Gourd. This is one of my favorite pieces. So, I just wanted to share some of my experience, how that came out. And then once you start doing your work, you want to get it out there and show your work. And then I happen to have some friends some were publishers, some were helped me to get my first show. And it was just really a nice experience for me at the time. And I'm still, since I've been here, I've had one showing. But people know my work. I'm trying to now probably get it on the internet and see what happened. And then I had this gourd here. This is the one I just turned the gourd. I just turned it upside down and these are called my tabletops. I have to still work on them, but these are called my tabletop series that I'm working on theirs now. So, and I have a one that I'm working on. I didn't bring it from this. It has big. Huh? What brown thing?
The platform you have under it that's holding it. Is that a gourd?
At the bottom.
No, in your hand.
Oh, this?
Yes.
No, actually, no. Thank you for that. That's just a piece of wood that I got. I used to work for a wood company, a small contractor. He would cut my wood out for me and just let me have my foundation. Because when I first started making them, I don't know where Wizard is. I had the wood like this, square, and then I says, well, wait a minute. Because as you're creating, you kind of build up. You say, oh no, I could do this the next time. I could do this the next time. So my first pieces are sort of made with the square like this, and then I start getting the round wood and start kind of making them, you sort of just kind of improve your work or add more to it as you go and as you learn. I'm self-taught, so, I had to learn this as I go. And then one day I went to the park and just sat in the park all day and just listened to the birds and just got that feeling, and I came up with a lot of ideas just by doing that, So.
Do you have a shop at this point?
No, I don't have a shop. I just work out of my home, and you know, just, you know, we all have creativity inside of it. We just have to figure out where it is and how to bring it out. You know, so, and I met another person since I've been here, Karen, who works with gourds too. So, you know, it's just a great thing, and that's all I wanted to share right now. It's just bring your creativity. We all have it, and just bring it out. And thank you for being here. We're all.